All right, welcome to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and welcome. This week we have Section High School with us, and we're really excited about, they have 4 different sets of guests here that we're really excited to talk about. So the first set next to me, his name is Mr. Colby Smith. He is a senior. Welcome, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
And but before we get there, I'm just going to tell you a little about the school. The assistant principal is in the audience, but he is fixing to go to a golf tournament. He is the golf coach as well. And then the principal is not able to be with us, but the principal is Mr. Gene Roberts. He has been there at Section High School for 9 years, and he is a 27-year veteran of education. And the assistant principal is Mr. Steve Herron, and he is this is his first year as assistant principal, but he is a 19-year veteran of education. So we're really excited. It is a pre-K through 12 school, and it has about 560 students. That's a lot of students. Do you guys, for you yourself, do you see do you go through the hallways? Is it a lot of them? Does it seem like a lot?
We're pretty much split up into all early elementary and middle school, and then kind of high school. But
Really?
I could probably tell you everyone's name from seniors to 7th graders. So,
Really?
especially when you're younger, it's kind of like you know everybody all the way from almost later elementary to high school seniors.
Wow. How many years have you been going there? Your whole life?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were there in kindergarten?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
That's a long time. So, all right. So we're going to talk about you a little bit. So, like I said, his name is Mr. Colby Smith, and you are somebody very special at the school this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he is the valedictorian of the school. And for those of you who don't know, that is the student with the highest overall GPA or grade of the entire student body of seniors. So that takes a lot of work.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. So it didn't come easy. It wasn't like bam and you just woke up and it was there.
No, ma'am. It was several extracurricular classes and a lot of studying.
Well, I'm sure it's helped looking at colleges and looking at things to do.
Yes, ma'am, it has.
Yeah, it has. Okay, so let's just talk about you. So you've been going there since you were in pre-K, and what's your favorite subject?
Definitely math.
Math? Why?
I'm going to be an engineer. I don't know. It just makes a lot more sense than words to me.
Does it?
Yes, ma'am.
So math is my favorite subject, and I like it because there's always an answer.
That is true.
There's always an answer. There's never a question. But in English and some other things, it's like, well, if this, then this, and maybe this could happen.
Yes,
you kind of agree?
Yes,
if you're
ma'am.
a math person, most of us probably would agree,
Yes,
right?
ma'am, I know exactly where you're coming from.
I always like that there's an answer. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about you. So your favorite subject is math. What is your second favorite subject?
Math? No, I'm just kidding.
You can't choose math.
Probably science.
Science?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you said you want to be an engineer.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are your plans after school? High school?
I plan on attending Auburn University and with a degree of mechanical engineering, and I hope to work on the rest of Arsenal with the Missile Defense Command.
Oh, wow. So do you have to work for NASA then, or do you work for the DOD? Do you know?
There's a lot of different companies. I was kind of thinking more towards like the government side of it, where you can go and travel and stuff like that. But I'm definitely open-minded, so I'm going to explore all my options.
So can you do that with a mechanical?
Yes, ma'am. You can do it with, they have mechanical, aerospace, electrical. They even have some chemical. They're pretty much just combined, and then they just all work as a team. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, cool. Wow. Have you visited there?
My uncle actually works there, so I know a little bit about it, but I haven't actually visited to do exactly yet. But I plan on doing internships and co-op through college to sort of get my feet in the water.
Can you do it through them?
Yes, ma'am.
You can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. So have you visited Auburn?
I have.
You have? What do you think?
I love it.
Are you nervous at all?
Going from a school of 500 to, 30,000 or whatever.
I was going to say, there's a lot probably.
It'll be different, but I'm not really nervous. I guess it's more of excited.
It is an exciting time. I think it's always really cool. When my son went, it was pretty cool. All right, so you said math was your favorite subject, and so some of the clubs you're in. So we were talking about it before the break. What are some of the clubs you're in?
I'm in the Beta Club. I am in FFA.
Which is?
The Future Farmers of America.
We got to tell everybody out there who may not know.
Yes, ma'am. It's our ag program.
Okay.
I'm on the math team. I have been since we were available in the 5th grade.
Okay.
And, we actually have our county
it's coming up. I've talked to the other schools. Right.
We're pretty excited. We plan on winning.
Do you?
Just saying. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your favorite math? Is it like algebra? Is it geometry? Is it calculus? Have you taken calculus?
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently taking calculus.
Really?
And so far, I like calculus the best because it's more applied. Like, it's kind of all the stuff I've been doing, and now they're kind of teaching me why we do it, where it comes from, and it makes it more interesting.
Do you have physics in science at your school?
I have had it. But
Yeah.
I do not have it currently.
But it's very math oriented. So
It
do
is,
you
yes,
like
ma'am.
physics better than calculus?
No.
aren't they kinda
I like
combined?
calculus the best, but yes, ma'am, they're similar.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, all right, and then Beta Club. Tell everybody what a Beta Club is. Just, I mean, I know, but tell them.
Beta Club is like it's kind of an honor society. If you have an A or a B, or maintain an A or B average, then you're able to be in the Beta Club. But this year we've added that you also have to have 4 hours of community service per 9 weeks of each semester.
That is required that you do.
Yes, ma'am. All Beta Club members.
So do you have to do that on your own, or is that because I know you guys do a lot of stuff as a school?
Yes, ma'am. Those are individually. Like, you will get a form from your Beta Club instructor, and then you'll fill them out each.
And then you still do a lot of stuff at school for community
Yes,
service? Yeah. So what have you worked on this year for your 4 hours?
Well, I help work with an organization called Hope on Hills. We
I don't know.
actually started it. My mother passed away with ovarian cancer when I was in the 7th grade, and she liked high heels, so that's where we got the name.
So what do you do for it?
We have an annual golf tournament in September that where we raise money, and we help people in need of, like, people whose families do have cancer. We help provide, like, food, and just because we know how complicated it is with all the hospital visits and stuff like that. And then we also provide a scholarship for a section high school senior, usually like $400 or $500 scholarships at the end of the year in memorial of her.
So do you do this do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I have a sister, and then I have 2 cousins that I moved in with after that, and I live with my aunt. So they're pretty much brothers. I just consider them brothers.
Okay. And so who came up with the idea?
Me and my aunt and my sister.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
And so do they go to section high school too?
Yes, ma'am. My aunt is the librarian. And
Okay.
My brother is one of my cousins is currently at Mississippi State, and my sister is at Jacksonville University.
Okay, so you're the youngest.
No, ma'am. I have another brother, cousin, whichever one you'll call it. He's a freshman at section.
Okay. So, and all of you kind of combined together to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Do you feel that that's what motivated you in your education?
Yes, ma'am, most definitely. My mom was my 3rd and 4th grade teacher. So, I mean, we were all about school from the beginning with her being an elementary teacher. And I knew the kind of goal of valedictorian, but it really didn't become something that I really needed to have in order until when she did pass away. I moved in with my aunt. My aunt helped me, and I told her, hey, I want to be valedictorian. So we started in the 9th grade taking AP classes to help raise my GPA, and then that way that when I do get to give my speech at graduation, I do get to include my mom because she did teach the majority of the kids in that class. So I just would like to include her.
That's cool. It's making me teary-eyed. So if you're watching me on home, that's definitely making me teary-eyed. So and then you also do baseball.
I used to play baseball.
And you lettered in baseball.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you lettered in basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you do cross country.
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you say about cross country? You said something about it.
I was a state qualifier in cross country.
Okay. And then now you play golf.
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently our golf captain.
Okay, which is really good. So I can only imagine your high school resume looks pretty impressive.
Yes, ma'am. I had to reduce the font a little bit to get it on one page. But
That's good. No, that's good. You do realize that's good, right?
yes, ma'am. I guess so.
That is very good. All right. So now are you working on scholarships or any chance you got a good scholarship to go to Auburn?
I actually should be going to Auburn on a full ride.
Wow. Through what? Through just a bunch of different
I
things?
have
Or?
a couple from the university itself, and then I found out yesterday that I received a Smith scholarship out of Birmingham. That's kind of like a last dollar scholarship, so they pay for anything left over.
Wow, good job.
Well, thank you.
Very good. All right, and then I don't even know what to say. So let's talk about your GPA. So what most people know is your regular GPA. It's like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yes, ma'am. It is a 4.0.
Okay, so that's the best you can get. But then your actual grade GPA is like out of 100. It's
a 102.1.
So, and we even verified it with the counselor. So that means his actual grade is, if we were looking at grades, it would be 102.1. And I mean, really, you can really kind of only get 100. So that means you're
yes, ma'am. The only way you can get above that is if you do take
AP
classes, or if you take one out of Northeast that's taught at campus. They scale.
Okay.
them.
Have you done that?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you take?
I have taken Biology 103, Biology 104, Math 112, Math 113,
Wow.
Cal 1, and then Auburn waived my credit for English 101 because of my ACT. So then I'm currently taking English 102 now.
What did you get on your ACT?
It was a composite score of a 29, but my English was a 32. So
32 is perfect, isn't it?
No, 36.
36.
Couldn't hardly get perfect. I couldn't ever be consistent enough. One of them would be way down here, and one of them would be up here, and then the next time they would swap. So.
Well, you did say English wasn't your best. So.
That's true.
That's true. And do they break them? I can't remember. Do they break them into individual scores, like math is one score?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Math is a score. English
what was your
is a
math,
score.
since you like math so much?
It was just a 28. I couldn't.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know.
Well, for anybody who's not taken these tests, they are not easy because they're not direct questions. They're kind of like, well, if even the math is kind of iffy, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. I just feel like I overthought a bunch of them.
Yeah, well, and when you're taking them, they're nervous because it depends on money and it depends on whether you get into college and all these other things. How many times did you take it?
I think 5.
Woo.
I started in the 10th grade and made a 24, I think, and then I took it 3 more times and made a 27, and then the last time I took it, I made a 29.
That's very good. Very good. Well, and then you do golf too. I think we said that. Oh,
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
Relay for Life. I can't remember if I told everybody about Relay for
Yes,
Life.
ma'am. It's just another cancer organization we have at school. They do the Relay for Life fundraisers at the campground where they do the walk. And
Okay. Just to help out.
yes, ma'am. It's just a little school organization we do.
So if you were going to give somebody advice who is an upcoming senior or even an upcoming high school student who, didn't really like school, what advice would you give them?
I would say that you hear people all the time talk about how you need to enjoy it because it flies by, and then you kind of think, not really. I've been here a long time and it's never flown by.
Right.
But coming from an actual high school senior that hasn't graduated yet, I would say that your senior year does go by really fast. And then you look up and there's a number on your homeroom teacher's board that says 23 days till graduation, and you walk down the hallway and you see all these people that you're about to move 5 hours away from and not see anymore, and it's
Kind of surreal.
it is. It's different. It makes it kind of just more appreciation for the little things. Sitting in my calculus class of 6 people and realizing that after that, we may not ever even see each other again. So,
Right.
but I got a feeling I'll be back. Section's my home, and I feel like they will too. It kind of puts an impact on you that it's kind of hard to be somewhere else. It just doesn't feel like home.
It is, but in order to do what you want to do with your career, I don't think there's any of that too close.
Oh no,
to
not
home.
in section, but
Not
I
in
definitely
section.
won't be too far.
So, well, you can always come home too.
Yes, ma'am.
My guess is, as an engineer, you'll make plenty of money to fly.
Well, I hope so.
So, well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you very
Truly,
much.
Congratulations. I know what an effort that is. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to Mr. Austin Reed, and he's another student, and we'll be talking to him when we come back. We'll be right back.
Looking for a great way to change your look? You'll find the friendly professionals at A Classy Cut Salon ready to care for you. A Classy Cut Salon is in the Grove Shopping Center next to the Dollar General. We serve men and women of all ages at A Classy Cut Salon. Call 657-5607. That's 657-5607 for an appointment, or just walk right in for your next classy cut from A Classy Cut Salon in the Grove Shopping Center, Highway 11 North in Trenton.
NL Tax and Bookkeeping is ready to serve all of your tax needs. Nancy Anderton's been serving the tri-state area since 1978. Now you can get your taxes prepared with no out-of-pocket expenses. Ask about up to a $1,200 refund advance. It's fast, easy, safe, and convenient. NL Tax and Bookkeeping is open 8:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and 8:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Questions about the Affordable Care Act? We have those answers too. And we offer a free form price comparison. Experienced and professional tax services. NL Tax and Bookkeeping, 500 Alabama Highway 73, 7 miles from downtown Trenton. Call today at 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829. NL Tax and Bookkeeping, 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829.
A small bank with big service. Citizens Bank and Trust, offering a wide range of services, including online banking. Pay your bills, manage your account anytime, 24 hours a day. Your account balance is only a phone call away as well at 657-1234. Or visit our convenient locations. Lookout Mountain, Georgia, Higdon, Alabama, on our main branch on Highway 11 in Trenton. Citizens Bank and Trust, 657-5678. A community bank that believes in the community. Citizens Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We are here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope.
All right, Mr. King, how do you know the defendant?
You much prettier in person, to be honest with you, pretty.
Sir, we are not in the club or a bar. Talk about your case. If you lie to me, you will lose. If you try to perpetrate a fraud on this court, you will be held accountable. Do not interrupt while I'm ruling.
Judge Faith Rules. Back-to-back episodes every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central on KWN-TV.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and we're here today with Section High School, and they are pre-K through 12th grade school. They have about 560 students, and we just got done talking to Colby Smith, who is the valedictorian, and he's got quite an impressive record. So the gentleman next to me also is very impressive. His name is Mr. Austin Reed. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. So you're going to talk about a leadership program and stuff that you've got going on. But first, let's learn a little bit about you. So you're a senior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so what's your favorite subject?
I like math.
Yeah, it seems that most of Jackson County school system everywhere, very few students tell me anything but math. You guys must have a good math program.
Yes, we have really
that makes
good
it
math
fun.
teachers.
Because a lot of students don't like math. So do you like word problems too?
No, word problems are probably my least favorite.
Yeah, that's most students. They're hard. All right, so math, what's your second favorite?
English, that's what I had best on the...
Oh, really? On your ACT?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was your score on the ACT?
I made a 23 overall on the ACT.
That's good. Did you have to study a lot for that? Or was it kind of like you just...
I did study a little bit, but it was still kind of...
Hard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, when you got a 23, that's pretty good. Yeah. If you didn't study a lot. Because I've known some kids who study a lot and only get a 23 or less. So, okay, so let's talk about you. You have gone to, it's called Hugh O'Brien Leadership Program.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you went when you were a sophomore and then a junior, and you're going to go this year. So tell everybody what that is.
Hugh O'Brien is a youth leadership conference for sophomores going into their junior year. And it's a conference where you learn about different ways you can be a leader.
Okay.
And different ways you can serve your community.
So what did you learn? What are some of the ways?
They teach you that there's different types of ways of being a leader. You can be the one that stands up in the broad, everybody looks up to, or you can be within the pack of people looking up to the leader.
Okay. Which one do you like?
I'm usually kind of in the back.
Are you?
Yes.
So you like to do all your stuff, but just guide from the back. Okay? No?
That sounds kind of...
I don't think it's bad. Because a true leader to me, and I teach business, but a true leader is somebody who can get the pack led without anybody knowing.
Yes.
So I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty good.
I try to be a good role model. That's my kind of leading.
So not bossy.
Yes, ma'am.
Because bosses, I mean, if you're bossy, do you really get very far? No, you don't. So you did this leadership program when you were a sophomore and you were selected by the counselor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then from there, were there any other kids that went or just you?
I was the only kid from my school that went, but there was around 200 kids that went.
Oh, wow.
The one that's at Troy University, that's the biggest seminar that they've ever had.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it? I mean, was it big? Did you feel like it was big?
It was fairly large. It was very overwhelming when you
You're
go
a sophomore.
from yes, and you go to a big it's a big auditorium, and you don't know anybody there. You literally just dropped off and expected to talk to people, and I wasn't ready for all that, but it changed me for the good.
Did it? So, did you have an adult go with you?
My mom dropped me off, and then I was there.
That's got to be, I would have been petrified. I would have not been very good. Okay, so then this year you're a senior, and you're going to go back into your junior year, you just went to staff, so now you're teaching the kids.
Yes, ma'am. We do the alumni staff.
Okay.
We do like chants and stuff. I know that sounds kind of like something like you would do for kids.
Right.
But we call them energizers, and we do chants to because the seminar, it can get boring sometimes, but the alumni staff really gets everyone going and their blood flowing.
No, I don't think I think it sounds even adults, I've done adult stuff like that, and it keeps everybody focused.
Mm-hmm.
I think it keeps them focused. All right, so, and you already have it planned out? It's coming up, you said, after school this year? Is it after you graduate?
It's after I graduate.
Okay, so do you know what you're going to be doing so far?
You can only be on the alumni staff for 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back for my final year, and then we'll still do the same things that the juniors, the first year alumni staffers.
Okay.
But we'll just be the older ones.
The older ones?
Yes, ma'am.
You think you're more prepared this year after a couple?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it in the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what kind of sports are you into?
I play basketball, and freshman through sophomore year I ran cross country.
Okay. You're tall.
Yes.
How tall are you?
I'm roughly 6'4".
That's pretty tall. Does everybody look at you and go, wow, you're tall?
If I had a dime
for every time you did that?
I'd have $1 million.
Yeah. That's not bad though, right?
No, that's not
Do you
bad.
like being tall?
Sometimes.
When the little grannies ask you if you can get something on the top of the shelf at the grocery store, does that happen a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
Or anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I bet if a cute little girl did that, you'd be like, sure, no problem. See, it's all about perspective.
Yeah.
All right, so you are planning on going to Bill Haven University in Jackson, Mississippi?
Yes, ma'am.
After graduation, which is coming up pretty soon. And you said you're going for basketball?
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty good. You also played, what did you say, baseball? Did you play baseball?
I didn't ever
Just
play basketball in
basketball?
high school. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you get any scholarship money from playing basketball?
They're a Division III school, so they don't give athletic scholarships.
Oh, that's
But I did get an academic scholarship.
Oh, good.
And a couple of Pell Grants from.
Pell Grants are always great, aren't they?
Yes, ma'am.
Because they're the ones you don't have to pay back.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. So what are you going to study?
I want to study sports medicine, and I want to be an athletic trainer.
Oh, do you?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you want to go pro? I know I asked that hard question, right?
I don't really believe I'm good enough to go pro.
Okay, but if you did think you were good enough, would you go?
Yeah,
or is it something
if it was an option.
If it was an option.
Yes, I would love to play basketball my whole life.
Would you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Well, I used to be a big fan of LeBron James.
Yeah.
But I kind of like Paul George now because he goes fishing and stuff. He's a big fisherman, and I'm into that too.
So he's more down to earth,
mm-hmm.
and you like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Are you from Section your whole life too?
Yes, ma'am. I've lived in Section my whole life.
Did you go to pre-K?
No, ma'am. I went to Macedonia through my 3rd grade year, and then I came to section in 4th grade.
Okay. So you haven't been there your time. Do you know almost everybody like he did?
Oh, yeah.
So you feel that's better on the kids or worse?
I feel like it's a lot better because it's all kind of like a big family.
What happens if somebody doesn't like somebody?
And they get over it.
That's a good answer.
Or they'll argue for a little while and then...
And then we get the counselor involved in that? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're going to bring her up here next. She can tell us all about that. So, yeah, I think that probably makes it, you're small enough to make everybody, either you like each other or you don't, and you better figure it out. Mm-hmm. So that'll help you in life, though. Do you know that? It really will help you in life. So what position do you play in basketball?
I can play pretty much everywhere, except I'm not big on point guard, but if it came down to where I absolutely had to, I could do it.
So do they, when you get to go to the college, do they tell you what you're going to play? What position?
The college it plays like the same style that my high school team plays. They play real fast and up pace, to where it doesn't matter what really position you are, as long as you can run and shoot and rebound and run.
Just get the ball to the other side and get points.
Yes, ma'am.
Doesn't matter who does it. Just do it. Well, cool. That's good. Do you think your schooling's going to be hard?
I'm pretty sure it's a pretty good education and hard. And it's going to have to be earned from Belhaven.
It is hard. School's hard. I mean, some places are easier, but it's definitely not going to be easy. Mm-hmm. Do you plan on going to school after that? Or because I know some, like physical therapists, I think have to have a doctorate's degree nowadays. Mm-hmm. So you're not doing that, though? Or have you thought about that?
Yeah, I've kind of thought about that a little bit. I wanted to be a physical therapist and then, like, on the side, do athletic training.
You want to do it for a big sports team, or just for like schools, or
I would.
Have you thought?
My dream job would be able to stay in section.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And be around the sports teams around my area.
Well, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, thanks for coming on today.
Yes, ma'am. I
really appreciate it. So, anything else you need to share with them? Anything else?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Well, congratulations on being accepted into Belhaven, and I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll be right back.
Check out the ultimate cooking experience, the Big Green Egg. Smokin' Brothers, dedicated to providing quality barbecue products and Traeger wood-fired grill products. With over 125 different kinds of rubs, spices, and barbecue sauces, we can make your grilling and cooking experience the best it can be. We also carry a huge supply of wood pellets. The Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District offers 90-day same-as-cash. Financing is available, and we service what we sell. Come see us today at 21620 Highway 117 in Niner. Take I-59 south to the Hammondville exit. Turn right and head up Sand Mountain to the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District. 256-632-6815 for the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District. Sand Mountain Gas District on Highway 117 in Niner. At Comfort Gallery in Kimball, you can truly shop for any piece of furniture from any of our manufacturers. Drop in today and use our in-store kiosk. It's over 40 inches of full color, completely interactive for ease of use. And yes, you can shop all of our manufacturers for virtually any piece you may be looking for. Come to Comfort Gallery in Kimball to find exactly what you need for your home using our kiosk to shop from all of our manufacturers. Free delivery and setup, 1 year free layaway, and 6 to 12 months same as cash available at Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street, Kimball, Tennessee.
Come hungry and leave satisfied at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon. Cloud's Pizza uses only the freshest ingredients, and we hand toss our own pizza dough. Our pizzas are made from scratch when you order, so they're always fresh. And don't forget about our famous Sand Mountain cheese sticks. You can eat from the daily buffet or try a mouth-watering hamburger or cheeseburger. Come see your friends at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon, and never leave hungry. Call ahead at 597-3100 for Cloud's Pizza. Visit us on Facebook at Cloud's Pizza and more.
Come see us at Cloud's Pizza.
It's the 22nd Annual National Cornbread Festival, April 28th and 29th in beautiful South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Join #1 hit artist Exile and award-winning bluegrass artist Doyle Lawson of A Hard
hard-working man.
As they entertain festival goers for a day of family fun, visit Cornbread Alley and sample delicious cornbread recipes. Listen to over 60 live music artists on 5 stages. Take part in a cornbread eating contest, 5K run, shop over 50 arts and crafts vendors, tour the Lodge Cast Iron Foundry, take a historic district tour, carnival rides, classic cars, and so much more. It's the 22nd Annual National Cornbread Festival, April 28th and 29th in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Visit nationalcornbread.com.
All right, welcome back. We are here today and this week in Jackson County Schools, and we're a section high school. And we have just spoke to 2 really outstanding senior boys that are going to graduate here in May. It was Colby Smith. He is the valedictorian. He has a 4.0 GPA, plans on going on to be an engineer. Mechanical engineer. I think it was a mechanical engineer. I think it was mechanical engineer. He wants to do some stuff in the aerospace division. And then Austin Reed, who is going to go to Bill Haven University, and he's going to play basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's pretty exciting. Those are big things.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, stay with me. Next to me, I have Miss Laura Culver, and you are the school counselor.
I am.
I'm guessing in that school it's just one and only?
It sure is.
One and only.
Number one.
And what other hats do you serve? Are you just a counselor, or are you?
Well, I am a pre-K through 12 counselor.
Okay.
Of course.
That's 560 students, too, though. That's a lot of kids.
It is. But with that job, comes along a lot of different little side things, whether it be 504 coordinator, testing coordinator. It's all wrapped into one. But,
yeah, and then fix the boo-boos when the kids are younger.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to do senior stuff, too.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
And that takes a lot, depending. How many seniors are there?
We have 71 this year.
That's a lot.
It's a lot
for
us.
a small school.
It is. It's a larger, usually average 60-something, 50 to 60.
I still think that's a lot.
Large for what we usually have. So.
Okay, and so about how many have plans outside of going either through a junior college or college?
Well, we usually have a high turnover. Usually, I don't know if people would consider it high, but 70-something% usually go at least to a 2-year college.
I think that's pretty good.
And some more 2-year than 4-year straight out, because
Right.
we're fortunate to have, Northeast College nearby.
Right.
And so a lot of our students will go there and then transfer on to a 4-year later on.
Well, actually, that saves a lot of money.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So, it's not a bad thing.
No,
to
it's
go.
wonderful. Got my 2 years there, so.
And the other thing is then, and not that it's a bad thing, but they don't have to take the SAT or the ACT because they're already a transfer student.
Yes, ma'am.
So the only thing that matters are their grades, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I have this straight?
Unless it's some program like PT or things, then they do look at their ACT
Oh, they
or
do?
nursing school or
Okay.
different things. Yes, ma'am.
So we'll go ahead, because that ACT is hard.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not an easy thing. All right, so you're here today, and you're going to talk about senior scholarships and some senior money. Okay, so how many scholarships are there available?
Oh, gosh, there's multiple scholarships. I tell my students every year I give them websites to search for scholarships because, all scholarships don't come to my office. So we have different websites that we can go on and search those scholarships. This year, currently, we have already been awarded nearly $4 million worth of scholarships this graduating class has.
Wow.
So I am super
That is a
proud.
lot.
And super proud of my kids. I call them all my kids, so I'm super
That's
proud
cool.
of them. And a lot of the local scholarships haven't come in yet, so those, we still have time to add to that total. So I'm very proud of them.
So where are some of the places they're getting scholarships from?
Auburn University, Alabama. We have JSU. Quite a few going to JSU. A lot of them are going to Northeast Community College, which is amazing. I'm so proud we have that in our area. We have them going to Troy University, Mississippi, Colby going to Mississippi, and Belhaven, just all over.
That's
So
a big deal.
I'm proud of
Do
them.
any of them get a scholarship? Do you tell any of them at Target or Coca-Cola? I know some of those places.
Yes, they all have
most
applied.
businesses have, regular businesses have those kind of scholarships.
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
they?
We haven't heard back from the Coca-Cola scholarship yet. I do have numerous students who have applied for that one. So, yes, there are all kind of scholarships out there.
Somebody told me-
Left-handed, right? You know, just different scholarships.
Yeah, somebody told me the other day that there is a scholarship for Crest toothpaste, and if you write just literally one paragraph and you win, it's like $500.
Wow, haven't seen that one.
And it's
I'll have
only
to check
one
into that.
paragraph. It's only one paragraph.
Wow, haven't
It's
seen
almost
that
like
one.
writing a commercial. So, and I know kids are like $500. I need $30,000. But you know that $500, it'll pay for our
Books for a semester.
It would, or even a half a semester. It'll pay for half of your food plan
Yes, ma'am.
for a semester. I mean, it just adds up after a while.
Yes, ma'am.
So it does. All right. So, and how many kids do you have going on scholarship? Do you know?
Well, I don't have all that total right here with
I know,
me,
I'm
but
sorry.
no, that's fine. We have a good 25 of them so far who have confirmation of receiving.
Really?
So,
Any of them on an athlete scholarship?
Austin
Okay.
Reed is going to play basketball at Belhaven. As of right now, that's all for this year that we know of.
Did they make it fancy? Come down and do a.
Next week we're going to do that.
Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. I didn't even ask him about that. I should have asked him about that. So
But now, we have a lot of prior students who are currently playing at universities, whether it be baseball, football, basketball. We have them playing basketball at Covenant and just different places. So we
are they only? What are the two sports? You have basketball and baseball and cross country.
we have football. We have boys and girls basketball.
Okay.
We have golf. We have baseball, softball, and track, indoor and outdoor track.
Okay, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and then you have an ag program too.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, for a smaller school, that makes that's a lot.
Oh yes, and they do a lot with their students. I know we have the outdoor classroom. They do a garden, community garden, and he works well with our students, providing lots of activities. So
Yeah, that is. I think I talked to them earlier in the year.
And did you?
And they're getting some more land, or it's over by the school or something.
I'm sorry, I don't know about that one.
I can't remember, but that's pretty exciting. So let's talk a little bit about you and your background.
Okay. I am also a graduate from Section High School.
Okay.
Graduated there. I'm telling my age in '87.
Oh.
I know.
Wow.
But I got my associate's degree at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Okay.
Got my bachelor's degree at Athens State and my master's degree at Jacksonville State University.
What were they in?
Got my bachelor's degree in social sciences.
Okay.
And so my master's is in counseling. And I taught history at Section High School for 11 years and have been a counselor ever since. So,
So I couldn't. How many total years?
24. This is my 24th.
24th.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So any plans to retire?
Possibly next year might be my last year. So reluctantly, but might be. I'll miss it. So
I think all teachers will miss it. I mean, because like you said, they're your kids.
Oh yes, ma'am.
So I feel the same way that they're my kids. And so, do you remember all 560 kids' names?
No, I wish I could say I do.
So what do you do when you walk by a student you can't remember their name? You just, hey, girl.
Yeah, well, I can remember faces very well, and that that helps. And being from a small town, you're going to run into each other all the time, and I'm fortunate to get to see them, and now getting to teach their kids. Makes me feel old, but it's fun. I get to love their babies now.
That's true. Very true. Well, we really appreciate you coming on today. Is there any other scholarship stuff that we need to talk about? I mean, how many kids are actually going? I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking more like going to the schools on a scholarship, but you already said there's him going on a basketball scholarship, and there's a few others, but that was about it.
Right. Just athletic scholarships, we only have, well, it's not really a scholarship, but athletic-wise, we have one going to play this year.
Okay.
And then we have, different
And
ones.
Colby said that he almost had a full ride.
Yes, ma'am. Colby actually has nearly $400,000 worth of scholarship offers under his belt.
Oh, my gosh.
Austin has $200 and something thousand of scholarship offers at numerous schools. So, proud of them, very proud of them.
That's true. Now, some of those are different schools that they're not going to.
Yes, ma'am. Those are just offers.
Louise's.
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty cool. Well, you should be proud.
Hey, I am.
Very good. So, all right. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to some more people. So I appreciate you being on today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
we appreciate it.
All right. We'll be right back.
Brown's Tire Pros knows that when you need tires for automotive service, you don't need a hassle. Brown's Tire Pros has been family owned and operated since 1994, and you'll always get friendly customer service and never be sold anything you don't need. We sell major brands of tires like Michelin and BF Goodrich. In fact, Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that'll keep you going for miles to come. Visit us at Brown's Tire Pros in Trenton today or online at brownstirePros.com.
Can you gig it? Oh, yes, you can. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and now Tennessee Valley Net is bringing it to you. Gigabit internet service now available in certain areas of Dade County. Not just fast, super fast internet service now available from Tennessee Valley Net. People are talking, I mean really smiling about gig speed internet available in limited areas from Tennessee Valley Net. Call today at 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net and see if gig speed is available where you are. We know you'll gig it from Tennessee Valley Net.
Methamphetamine affects everyone, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family.
Know the signs.
Physical symptoms include you may have extreme difficulty sleeping and even insomnia, and you may lose your appetite.
Know the signs. Please know the signs.
You can seem nervous and anxious and even have paranoia.
Know the signs.
Overheat easily and sweat without even being hot.
Know the signs.
Dilated pupils and even hair loss.
Know the signs.
Hallucinations and delusions. And you can also have tachycardia, which is a rapid heart rate.
Know the signs.
You may have liver damage and loss of skin elasticity.
Know the signs.
You may notice unexplained financial instability and social isolation.
Know the signs.
You may have a false sense of euphoria, coupled with strong depression and even risky behavior, legal trouble, memory loss, and repeated incarceration.
Please know the signs. Unfortunately, we do.
At First Southern State Bank, putting you first is our priority. First with convenience, with branches in 6 great communities: Fort Payne, Rainsville, Scottsboro, Higdon, and our Stevenson office now recently enlarged and remodeled. First with our friendly, experienced staff, always helpful and ready to serve. And first with our mobile on-the-go banking. Our mobile app is fantastic, user-friendly, secure, and free. So whether it's online or in person, you're our first priority at First Southern State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'd be doggone if I wouldn't work all day. And I think I'm going out of my head. I keep on dancing for sweet little Sheila. You'll know her if you see her. Blue eyes and a ponytail. Her cheeks are rosy. She looks.
Hello, I'm Ben Cagle. Don't miss Downbeat, the best of the 1960s. Saturday, 1 o'clock on the Big Jet Fly.
Every star in the night sky is like a beautiful twinkling tax deduction. The more you find, the more money you get back, but you can't find them all unless you know where to look. That's what H&R Block Tax Pros with IBM Watson could do for you.
Did you read the script? I'm sorry, was there a rewrite? No one...
Ooh, the Big Dipper. Dip it on in there and get a big tax refund.
Okay.
Power of H&R Block with Watson. Get your taxes won.
Looking around your home thinking it may be time for a new look? Let Comfort Gallery in Kimball help you make perfect choices for every room in your home. Living room, bedroom, dining room suites from all the major furniture manufacturers. If we don't have what you need in the store, browse our full-color interactive kiosk to find exactly what you need. And don't forget a new mattress set. After all, sleeping well makes everything better. At Comfort Gallery, we offer free delivery and setup, 1-year free layaway, and 6 and 12 months, same as cash. Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street, 1 mile north of I-24, exit 152A in Kimball, Tennessee.
Thank you for joining us, America. Joseph is in Florence, Alabama. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Joseph. Thanks for joining us, America. Samantha's with us in Seattle. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Samantha. Angie's with us in Baltimore. Hi, Angie. How are you? Thanks for joining us, America. We're glad you're here. Allie is with us in Austin, Texas. Hey, Allie. How are you?
The radio home of the Dave Ramsey Show. Weekday afternoons at 1 o'clock Eastern on 1420 AM and 106.1 FM KWN.
All right, welcome back. We are this week's in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone. We're really excited that you're here. If you're just now joining us, we've been talking to Section High School. They are a pre-K through 12th grade school. They do, they have about 560 students. It's quite a bit. For those of you who don't know, Section is up in Alabama, and they're a little small, but they're not that small. I mean, like...
It's pretty small.
Yeah, well, but we talked to somebody who was super small, only had like 100 students for K through 8. So in Jackson County, there's some a lot smaller than you guys are.
Absolutely.
A lot of them.
Yes.
So for Jackson County, you guys are one of the bigger schools that there is. And then we talked to Colby Smith. He was a valedictorian. He is a senior, and he has got a resume that's crazy, and he is fixing to go to become a mechanical engineering student at Auburn. And then we talked to Austin Reed. He is going to go play basketball on a basketball scholarship.
Awesome is that?
That is awesome, especially for something fun like that. And he wants to go and do that. And he says he'd really like to become a professional basketball player if that made it. That's pretty cool.
I'm sure he would.
So that would be fun.
Yeah, they're both good kids.
And then we spoke to the counselor, Ms. Culver, and she talked about senior scholarships, and oh my gosh, the money that the kids have gotten for some senior scholarships. It is. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. And they have 77 seniors, and I mean, that's a lot for a small school like your guys'.
It is.
So you keep talking to you, but let's introduce you. Okay, so your name is, you're Marlene Neely.
I am.
All right, so tell us your background and where what you've been teaching and what you do.
Okay. I've been teaching for 33 years.
Okay.
And I started out teaching kindergarten. I taught kindergarten for 22 years, and then I moved to first grade.
Was kindergarten fun?
Kindergarten was great. Never a dull moment. And I really had no desire really to leave kindergarten at that point. Now looking back, I'm like, gosh, how did I do that for 22 years? But it was my passion. I loved it.
When you were younger.
I was younger.
Age makes a difference when you're chasing after kindergartners.
So for the past 10 years, I've been in the role of reading coach, instructional coach. So I don't actually have a classroom full of children, but I get to go around and visit all the children, whether it's K through 6, testing, we do K-10. So I wear a lot of hats, whatever Mr. Roberts says, hey, I need someone to do this. So 33 years worth.
That's a lot. So after you taught for kindergarten, what did you do? You said
I taught first grade.
Mm-hmm. The rest of the time?
I taught first grade for a year, and then I've been in this role as reading coach since then.
So how many years is that?
33.
No, not total, just in this role.
Oh, 10.
10?
Yes.
Okay. So, and do you miss being in the classroom? Or, I mean, I'm guessing you're a little different because principal is more disciplinary, but you don't really do a lot of discipline, I would guess, don't you?
I do none. I do none of that.
Okay, so you're still just a helper.
I do a lot of professional development type things for teachers, and I do work with struggling readers. A lot of times we have students that need just a little bit of help, and we'll provide some services for them to help them along. But mostly I work with teachers in professional development type things.
That's cool. All right, so you've been teaching 33. That's a long time. Are you ready to retire? I asked her the
Not
same
yet.
question.
I have 2 children that are still in college. I have one older, and then I have 2 children that are in college. And hopefully in 2 years they will both be out, and then I can look towards a retirement. But then I have a 4-year-old grandson who will start pre-K next year at Section, so I may never leave.
That's all right. He wants to go and see Grandma there. I'm sure that's a big deal. Okay, so you actually are also, one of your other things, you are the coordinator for your 21st Century.
I am. I'm the site coordinator.
Okay.
And I'm site coordinator / lead teacher. And this is the 8th year that we've actually had the 21st Century grant at our school.
Okay, so for people who don't know that might be watching, tell us what the 21st Century grant program is.
Okay, 21st Century Grant is a 21st Century Community Learning Center, and which is basically an after-school program at our school. And these programs are available. You have to write a grant, and you have to be awarded these grants, and they're very competitive. It's very hard. You can imagine within the state of Alabama there are so few grants, and everybody would love to have one.
Yep.
And so from the time I started doing these, which was 8 years ago, to now, you have to provide a project within your grant explaining what you're going to do above and beyond enrichment and above and beyond academics to provide something for your community that your students, your parents, teachers, and students can work on. So we decided that we wanted to build an outdoor classroom, which is basically an outdoor pavilion where we could go outside. The students could have an opportunity to do classwork outside. So we have built an actual 60 by 20 pavilion, covered pavilion, concrete slab. It's awesome.
So is it covered with glass or screen, or is it open?
It's open. It's just an open pavilion at this point.
Okay.
We're at some point we'll have some storage at the back that we can enclose to do some things. We'll have seating for about 60. The first phase, picnic tables or whatever. We plan to put in a chain link fence where we can put musical instruments, a water feature, something that the kids can go out. We plan to have butterfly gardens, birdhouses, stepping stones, anything that the kids could go out there and actually do to bring the classroom outside.
That's cool.
So we're calling Phase 2 will start this summer, where we actually start on picnic tables. We've had a lot of civic organizations that have contacted us. They want to work with us. They want to help us. The big thing is that we're bringing people together that they can work on a common goal, and our students can be involved in that.
Well, that's what you said. For that particular grant, it has to include, I wrote it down, faculty, staff, and community.
Right. Right.
So, and how do you get community involvement in that?
Well, when we wrote this grant, you have to have partners who have agreed to participate with you.
Before you write it?
While you're writing the grant, they have to
Okay.
actually sign off saying, yes, I'm going to participate in this. I have a grandparent who is a carpenter, and he has agreed, yes, I will donate so many hours to you. I will come up and help you work, build. Home Depot, they didn't give us monetary donations, but they gave us supplies. So when we get ready to start building picnic tables or putting up a
Okay.
chain link fence, they may provide it in that way.
Oh, that's even great.
Yes, it's wonderful. So we ended up with approximately 14 partners for this grant that committed to helping us. So like I said, Phase 1 was actually the structure. We'll be starting Phase 2 in the summer. And another portion of our grant, our project, was a community garden. And our VOAG teacher, Mr. Bellamy, he had already been doing that for quite a while and does an awesome job because it's enormous. But he kind of let us piggyback on that just a little bit. And we have some raised gardens at to the side of the school, and then we tried some raised container garden plants. That didn't work out so well. I don't have much of a green thumb, but we have approximately 9 teachers that are involved in the after-school program at my school, and they do an awesome job. We have conversational Spanish that we have each week. We have robotics, music, art, and then we have a STEM teacher that actually does the hands-on.
So now, are these all teachers that are like doing the art and the music and the robotics?
Yes.
Like licensed teachers, certified teachers?
Yes.
Now, is it volunteer or is it a paid position?
No, they're actually paid. They're paid to come because they have to have.
So part of that grant comes with money to pay the teachers.
Yes.
That's nice.
The grant is wonderful. It pays for your salaries and supplies, but it will not cover any of your projects. So when you go, like I actually wrote a letter to all of our alumni from the past probably 25 years asking for donations for our outdoor classroom, our pavilion. We will have plaques put up that will have, if you gave a $500 donation, your name will go on this plaque. If you gave $100, so I think we raised right at $5,700 just by donations so far. So we've done really well.
Yeah, you have. Now you got to get the plaque up.
Yes. Well, we're going to wait until we get some wall at the back. We're going to have a storage where we can put rakes and hose and different things, whatever we need, paints, and the doors will lock so that we can put the plaques on a wall that's out there.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yes.
And the other thing that you said, well, first of all, it is K through 8 that gets to do this program.
The program, our grant is written for K through 8 students.
How many students? You said how many students did you tell me?
We have 104 students actually enrolled in our program.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that all of those students
That just means they did the paperwork.
They did the paperwork and they enrolled, but we have an average of about 55 students that attend each day. And we go Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 during the school year. And then in June, we have what we call summer camp. And we have 4 weeks in June, Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 12:30, that students can re-enroll and come to summer camp.
Okay.
We do a lot more. We still do some academic things, but everything that we do in the summertime is based around a theme, like we do Pioneer Days or we do oceans, farming, that kind of thing. So everything, like we do a lot of canning, dehydrating of vegetables and fruits, We make our own butter. We teach them how to make biscuits. We've taught them how to sew, how to make rag dolls. Then we take 3 field trips in the summertime. So kids love summer camp.
Yeah, this sounds
it's
fun,
cool.
man.
It's really cool.
It does sound fun. So out of the 55 students on average that go a day, I mean, are they the same kids that go, or are they just a variety? Like,
it's just a variety. Some days you might have 2 children in the same family, and they may come Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, or they may come just on Wednesdays.
So out of the 104, how many think actually regularly at some point during the week?
Probably 75 to 80 actually come, because some of those that are enrolled may have moved out, or they may have enrolled, and then something came up at home and they no longer need to stay. It does provide the service for staying after school and parents that are working. But
that's what I think helps, because you said the hours are 3 to 6.
3 to 6.
Yeah, when my kids were younger, that was a big deal, because I didn't want to leave them home alone.
Right. We have quite a few parents that work and their children stay there for that purpose.
Now, you said you do a little bit of homework, but that's not your primary focus?
We do provide homework assistance.
How long? Is there a time frame?
We do 30 minutes of homework each day.
Okay.
But that is not our primary focus. We want to help them academically if they need it, but for only 30 minutes a day. They've done that all day, so we don't want them to come and feel like, oh gosh, I've got another 2.5 hours of school. So we try to do enrichment, fun things. We try and bring in people to speak to them that they wouldn't normally get to hear about. We do a lot of careers. We do a lot of, we've had MedFlight come and talk to land at the school and come talk to them. We've had a rock carver. We just try and bring people in the community in our county that do fun, interesting things and bring it into the school to just kind of give some enrichment type opportunities that they wouldn't normally get to have.
Do you ever do any career day like stuff, like bringing people to talk about careers?
We do a lot of that. We have nurses and nurse practitioners. This summer I have planned for us to have a lot more technical career people come in, because that's such a push in our county in the state, is you don't all have to go to 4-year college. You can get a tech career. And I'm going to push to do that this summer. Have a lot more people that have those tech degrees to come.
Some of
electricians, plumbers,
some of them make more than we do.
Absolutely,
I mean,
they do.
as a teacher, they make a lot of money, and they went to school for less time, and some of them even, like, there's not really any place to go except for like where you went or principal, and it's amazing.
We like the fact that children don't have to go home. Some still go home by themselves, depending on their age, but we still have a lot of children
that takes them, or how do they get home?
If they ride a bus home. But we like the fact that they can come to after school and stay, and they have that assistance while they're there. We have a lot of children that, if they have a project in their classroom, whether it be poster board or markers or printed, a lot of times when they're doing projects in their class, they need something printed.
Right.
Well, a lot of children, number one, they don't have internet at their home, and they sure don't have a computer and a printer. So we provide that for them at after school. They can print things they need. We have poster board. We have any kind of supplies that they need, which is wonderful. They know if you're in after school, you've got supplies.
You're fixed.
You don't have to send mama to Walmart at 7 o'clock when you get home because, hey, I got a project. That's provided. It's wonderful.
That is good. That helps. And then you also have some service learning projects.
Yes, we're required in our grant to have a service learning project every year.
And just for people who don't know what service learning is.
Well, service learning is something that you're doing to help your community that you're not paying for it, or they're not paying you to do it.
So it's kind of like community service.
It is community service, basically. We started about 4 years ago doing Salvation Army. In the starting after Thanksgiving, you see all the people at Walmart and the grocery stores ringing the bell, the red kettle for Salvation Army. Well, I wanted my students to go out and be involved in that, but there was just no way to figure that out because my children parents don't want to do that when they get off from work, and Saturdays are busy. So we actually bring the red kettle into the school, and we let the kids ring the bell for 1 week during break time, and we usually raise anywhere from $400 to $500 during that week. It's just a coin drop.
That's a lot of money.
So we've been really excited. We teach the children where Salvation Army started, the background, the history, and that 100% of the money dropped in those kettles goes right back to people in Jackson County.
Wow, that's a lot. Well, our time is up.
Okay.
So, but
Great.
I'd love
so
to talk
much.
more. But I really appreciate it. Sounds like you've got it I mean, you got a lot going on.
We have a lot of cool stuff
That's
going on.
really cool. I mean, I want to go there during the summer.
Yes.
I want to make a rag doll.
You can come.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So that's the end for Section High School. We'll be here next week. We'll see you then. Bye.